Morning, guys. Morning, everybody. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Morning, guys. Good afternoon. Good night. Good morning. Wherever time zone you're watching from. Welcome, guys. Welcome. I'm wondering who is up right now. Come on, people. Come in one by one, two by two, two by two, two by two, three by three. Let we chant revelation in the morning. You know what I mean? Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. Wherever time zone you're watching from, guys. Welcome to Jamaica-87. Welcome. Happy to have you guys. Happy to have you. Guys, what do you think about the debate last night? Who do you guys think take the debate? Who won that debate last night, guys? Francine. Good morning, family. Who won that debate last night? Any of you watch the debate last night? Any of you watch the debate last night? Francine, you watched the debate last night? Who you think win that debate last night? Who you think is the better performer last night? Who you think is the worst performer last night? Guys, welcome. Remember if you're new, if you was subscribe to the channel, subscribe, like and share, tell a friend. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Oh, you was at work. Okay. I was at work too, but me watch it. I watched it last night. For me, um, the debate, the debate was a little bit boring for me. Um, what I was expecting from the debaters, I never really get it. You know what I mean? Um, I think Damian Crawford, Raymond Price, and Pernell Charles Jr. was the worst debater for the night. I think Camilla and Sophia Bing performed quite well. Sophia Bing was the number one performer for the PMP criminal organization. Um, Camilla Johnson Smith, she performed fairly well, you know. Um, but the better debater out of everybody last night was Matthew Samuda. Matthew Samuda um was on point with his question and answers. Um, he always finished on time or within time that they gave him. He always answered the question first before he fling any punches or throw any punches. You know what I mean? Yeah. Um, yeah. And he take on all the issues He was knowledgeable about what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Um, what we were looking from Pernell Charles Jr., what we were looking for from him, he did not show up to the debate last night. I don't know what was going on, if he's under the weather or whatever, but he didn't show up. But I can tell you though, in his closing remarks, he was the better out of the two. You understand what I mean? Raymond Price open closing remarks. You know, it was okay, but it wasn't as good as Pernell Charles Jr. I mean, like I watched Raymond Price in previous debates, and the same gimmicks he performed with on other um, debates. It worked for him in those debates, but now he tried it again and it didn't work. A matter of fact, it I mean, like I, he was just looking stupid when he tried to bring in the gimmicks and all of these things in the debate last night. You know what I mean? But overall, I would give the Jamaica Labour Party a 8, and I would give the PMP criminal organization a 6. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, a 6. That is my opinion, though. That is my opinion. Um, Other persons and other talk shows, hosts and analysts, they have other views. You know what I mean? So I listen to all the views, and it's just one person disagree with me that the PMP um, um, came last. You know what I mean? And is Emily Shees. Um, Everybody entitled to their own opinion. You know what I mean? And I entitled to mine. But the debate, nice to see, um, politicians can debate the issues that the country have faced with. You know what I mean? And we hear their plans, what they have for us, and how they want to turn around this country for the betterment of all of us. You understand? Because at the end of the day, when the politics is finished, you understand? I mean, you're my brother, you're my sister, you know, and you're part of us. You know what I mean? We, we live, we're going to live with, we have to live with each other. You know what I mean? But debate was okay. It was okay. It was okay. But guys, in the debate, Damian Crawford spilled some lies, and he know that he was lying. He know he was lying, but he said something that is fundamental, you know, and you know, he called for concern because at this point, I think Damian Crawford is working against Mark Golding and the PMP criminal organization. Because I can't see for Christ's sake why they have to say some certain things out of their mouth. Um, the school bus system, I'm talking about now. Damian Crawford in the debate stated that if they form government, they're going to scrap the government um, rural school bus system. Um, I don't know how wise that is for him to say that in a debate when the election only few days away. I don't know if that is a brilliant move on behalf of Damian Crawford. Um, Dan Anderson did a poll, you understand what I mean? And the poll came back, and the poll said that 65% of Jamaicans, you understand what I mean, island wide, welcome the bus and saying the bus system is one of the best that ever come happened to Jamaica. You understand what I mean? If you have 65% of the population say that they're with the school bus system and you're in an election, even if you plan to disconnect, to discontinue the rural school bus system, I don't think it was a wise idea for Damian Crawford to came on stage and said that last night. And I know that they're going to come under a heavy backlash for it. You understand what I mean? And I truly believe that the PMP criminal organization must leave the school bus system alone. You understand what I mean? Leave it alone and just make it better. You understand what I mean? It doesn't make any sense the government have spent $1.4 billion bringing these buses in the country to bring our kids to school, and you are scrapping it for what? Eh? What are you going to scrap it for? To give taxman money? Eh? Listen to me. The the PMP criminal organization know what they're doing, because from ever since the PMP believe in handout, and they believe in taking care of their own. So it's a strategy. You understand what I mean? They are using to give their segregate and their supporters money. You understand? If they form government. You understand what I mean? Yeah, man. But we must not allow the PMP, if they come in power, which they will not, because I cannot see a glimpse of hope for the PMP in this general election, and I soon touch on that. But um, if God forbid, if they form government, we must not allow PMP criminal organization to scrap the school bus system. According to the PMP, these buses are old. These buses are not old. The oldest buses have is 10 years. You understand what I mean? And 80% of the engines life left back in these buses. These buses are brand new, fairly brand new. And let me tell you something. It's better for Jamaica to have these type of buses, because they can go to every creases and corners. You understand what I mean? In Jamaica, and not only that, when the brand buses that we have, it easily get parts for it. We easily get parts for it. We can even go on Amazon and shop for parts for these buses. If what the PMP have suggested, that we can buy um one um whatever scooter buses. Yes, okay. We buy scooter buses with the same money. We have to retrofit it. You understand what I mean? With all the safety nets that come with the other buses, and that's going to cost the taxpayers and some other billions of dollars. And guess what? If these buses break down, what's going to happen? I want to draw your attention to something. You know why they thief so much Japanese cars in Jamaica? You know why they thief so many Japanese cars in Jamaica? Because they don't. The parts are the parts are hard to get. Japanese vehicle in Jamaica, the parts are hard to get, and that is the reason why they thief so much cars in Jamaica, because they need the parts to fix other cars. But when you have these buses in running in Jamaica, you easily get parts for these buses. You understand what I mean? And the PMP criminal organization, if they form government, as I said, we the citizens must not allow them to scrap the school bus system. You understand what I mean? We must not allow them to. But um, so that was a blow for me in the debate last night. I think that was a low blow for the PMP criminal organization. I think it's going to affect them badly at the poll, because we have already seen these buses gone gone to some areas around the country, and the kids and the mothers, the father, you know, the parents are happy for these buses. They are happy that they're going to pay less. You understand? This coming school season. You understand what I mean? And it even get worse on the PMP, because the government have suggested that these children can ride in the buses for free for 1 month or 2 months, something like that. So for Damian Crawford to come and say that last night, it was very poor, very poor. And the vibrant Damian who is on stage making up noise, calling Andrew name like him and Andrew size. Let me tell you something. Him look like a fool when them start to fling question on him tonight. And you know, it I can't I heard people saying that Damian Crawford um is a future Prime Minister of Jamaica. I cannot see it. I try to look for it in Damien, and I cannot see it in Damien. I cannot see it because that Damien that stand on the stage, calling Andrew name and talking all manner of evil. Understand? And you come to a debate, and they start to fling question on you, and you start to baffle, you start to sweat profusely. The man, hey, when you see Damon Crawford on the stage last night, he was sweating profusely. Understand? You can see the nervousness on him. You understand what I mean? Um, but I just cannot see Damian Crawford as any leader in this country because he don't have the capacity. You understand what I mean? He don't have the capacity. What what Damian Crawford do on the do on the political platform when he get a mic, it's all about gimmicks. It's all about gimmicks, and to rally the crowd and to make noise. But when it comes down to the real issues, he's baffling real badly. You understand? That is the reason why I can't see him as any future prime minister in this country. Um, what else we must point out out of that debate? Out of that debate. Um, what else? Well, I can't pick up nothing else for now, guys. But I will surely, if it popped up, we talk about it. You understand what I mean? We talk about it. But it was a good debate. It was a good debate. It could be more livelier. You know what I mean? And the young lady that is operating the social media comments, she asks over those questions when we could use those minutes for something else. I think they need to look into that. You know what I mean? The time um, used wisely, you know what I mean, by some of the debaters. Camilla Johnson Smith, go over her time um, s- um, a few times and so forth. But overall, it was well put together, you know, and well executed. And I want to say congratulations to the debate commission, for bringing these debates, that Jamaican people, the Jamaican votes can judge, who is the better who is the better party, to run this country. You know what I mean? And who is capable from who is not. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But guys, let me tell you something. When we go to the campaign trail, let me tell you something. Um, I have seen Andrew Michael Owens gone into some seats. You know what I mean? Because Andrew not letting no table unturned. I've seen him went into some seats, and let me tell you something. It was a sight to behold. It was a sight to behold. When we look at Westmoreland, when we look at Westmoreland and see the in road where the Jamaica party have carved out for themselves in Westmoreland and Hanover, I can't see the PMP overturn 18 seats are getting 18 seats to win this general election. You see, I've talked many times on this show about the Andrew effect, and it's real. The Andrew effect on the ground is real. I have never seen anybody, you know what I mean? I have never seen anybody, on the campaign trail um, um, throwing flowers after Margoli. There is something about Anjo and these women across Jamaica. Mighty Father, listen, let me tell you this. Listen, let me tell you this. These women in this country, eh, is something else. Don't play with Anjo Michael Willis. Don't play with these women. They have seen something in Anjo where I think everybody can recognize. Everybody can recognize. Believe you me. Andrew personality it cannot match, and Mark cannot match Andrew personality. You know, Andrew have a personality where it capture every heart, mind, and soul. You understand what I mean? The man is just genuine, and what you see in Andrew is what you get. You understand what I mean? What you see in Andrew is what you get. And I can't see Mark Golding win this general election if Andrew is still the head of the Jamaica Labour Party. And now I come to the realization that the PMP, you know, really would want to destroy the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace because they figured that this man cannot stop. You understand what I mean? So in order um, um, for them to win, they have to do everything in their power, everything in their power to get rid of Andrew Michael Wallace. But let me tell you something again. If the PMP um, wasn't successful in bringing down the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace to his knees, it now go happen again. And that is the reality. And we have to face it. If the PMP is not able to bring down Jamaica, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace, and his government already, they're not going to bring him down again. You understand what I mean? Because this prime minister, the man have been proven to be strong, you know, to be, you know, I mean, like, it, it, Andrew Michael Wallace is just something to behold. Is just something to behold. There is a word that I always use to describe Andrew when Andrew won the political campaign. I call it the Andrew effect. It the Andrew effect um is not everybody can manage it on the ground. You know what I mean? Is that everybody can manage it because I've seen where we went to South Manchester. I see went to Central Manchester. I see went to Northwest Manchester. I've seen went to Montego Bay, Westmoreland, Hanover, um, and some more parishes. I see he went there. And let me tell you something. When this prime minister touched the ground, man, I see picnic around come, woman around come, man around come, dog around come, cat around come. Everybody want to see Andrew. Everybody want to hug off for Andrew. Everybody want to touch Andrew. Andrew is just phenomenal. He's an awesome person. And I'm telling you, I can't see Andrew how the Jamaica Labour Party lost this general election. They're not going to. They're not going to. A matter of fact, some of these seats that we say that is PMP seats, we might have some surprises coming on the 3rd of September, election night, because some of these seats that the PMP claim that is theirs, let me tell you something, that tradition have long gone because the Jamaica Labour Party perform in such a way, run this country in such a way. You understand what I mean? I mean, like the culture of our society is starting to shift. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Andrew will work, guys. Andrew is working. And you know, people can say what they want to say, no? But they can't deny that the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace have turned the politics around. Yeah, the politics around because I've seen where PNP running, even more running come. I see comrade running to meet the prime minister. Man, people are bring out the kids to meet the prime minister to have the prime minister sign autograph and take pictures and sign hat and band and all of these things. Listen to me, people. Listen to me and listen to me good. We can afford to turn back the opportunities, that this government have made available. We can't afford that. So guess what? We have to come out early. We have to come out early, guys. Early on the third. And I said this on a TikTok live the other night that the Jamaica Labour Party by 1 o'clock we need to have 750 votes in the ballot box. And we can do it, people. We can do it. Let us choose Jamaica and choose the Jamaica Labour Party led by the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace. You know what I mean? The 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 campaign that Andrew Michael Wallace is running. I'm a matter of fact, the campaign that the Jamaica Labour Party is running. I am happy. I am happy. I am happy and I am grateful. You know, the, the, the government is doing their thing based on datas and statistics. You know what I mean? And let me tell you something. The campaign strategies that they are using, you understand what I mean, to bring the message across Jamaica. You understand what I mean? And to seek a third term. I'm telling you, it's working. It's working. Working. Um we're going to have another debate Tuesday, and then the big one is Thursday. You know what I mean? And we must tune in to the various stations. You know what I mean? Tune into the various stations to get to get a listen, you know, to the debates. We 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 as a supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party must go out early and election day the 3rd of September and make sure we cast our ballot. You understand what I mean? And when we cast our ballot, you understand? Um, we must go and seek others. Must go and seek others, recruit others to go and vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. And this is why. This is why we have come too far as a country, you know, to turn back now. And what the PNP criminal organization have been promising Jamaicans, you understand what I mean, is to bring down destruction in this country. Because if you're going to look on us and tell us that you're not going to continue on the gain of this government, you are simply telling us that you're going to create another FinSac 2.0. You understand what I mean? Matthew Samuda asked the PMP criminal organization in the debates, um, what are you guys going to do um, with our economy? Are you going to tax the Jamaican people like you guys used to? Because we have cut GCT from 16% to 50% in 2016, and we have present um, 9 consecutive budget presentation without implementing no new taxes. You understand what I mean? Guys, I want you to understand that if this PMP government ever form government in this country, they tax the heck out of it. You understand what I mean? It not go pretty. It not go pretty. You understand what I mean? Um, the Jamaica Labour Party and the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunes have a plan for this country. We have reached too far to turn back now. Look at the gains that we have made. Jamaica is now a case study. Jamaica economy now is a state, is a case study. People are studying what the government is doing. People are studying, and just type of leadership. You know what I mean? We are on a crucial part in our society. You understand what I mean? Where we cannot give up the gains that we have made just because of our own selfishness. You understand what I mean? My golden child power already, You know, see my golden child power already. Yeah, my golden child power already. My golden said that um what he agreed on. You understand what I mean? What he agreed on, he's going to um go ahead with it when it comes on to Jamaica. Um, um, Jamaica want to become republic. You know what I mean? Mark Golding tell us that he's going to continue, you understand, and support the Jamaica Labour Party in what they agree on and what they can't agree on. You understand what I mean? They're going to come together, talk about it, and see if they can come to an agreement. You understand? But when the time comes for them to sign that paper and to send it to Parliament to debate, the British citizen said that he's not going to sign it. So he's stopping Jamaica from becoming republic. You understand what I mean? And now they put it in their missing festo, and saying that Jamaica going to be they're going to pass the law for Jamaica to become um, republic. The other thing that I saw in the manifest in the missing festo, since we reach at the missing festo, we have seen where they put the needs, the needs they put inside the missing festo. Remember, the PNP bring the government to court because of needs. Yes, they have it in their missing festo. You understand what I mean? But guess what, Jamaica? Guess what? We're going to forget about the PMP, criminal organization. And we're just going to vote. Go out and vote in our tens and in our thousands. You know what I mean? And I said it earlier. By 1 p.m., by 1 p.m., we must have $750,000. $750,000. Hear me more dollars. 750,000 votes across the island. You know what I mean? 750,000 votes by 1 p.m. You understand? We must all go and cast our ballot for the Jamaica Labour Party. We cannot turn back. We can't turn back the hand of time. We can't turn back the hand of time. We can't turn back these hard sacrifice that we, the citizens of Jamaica, have sacrificed. We cannot turn it back. You understand what I mean? And a look, work with work. You understand what I mean? And a look, work with work. And sacrifice. You understand what I mean? For the country to be where it's at today. You understand? And we cannot make Mark Golding and the PMP come and bring down back our country. We can't afford to. We have to fight. We have to fight because them are fighting. Them a fight so till the PMP confused right now. The PMP start to campaign for the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace and the Jamaica Labour Party. And let me tell you something, guys. Andrew a work, him and a work. I mean, see the PMP them a talk about how Andrew out 2 o'clock at night and 1 o'clock at night. Andrew a fight for the country. Andrew is fighting for the country. You understand what I mean? And listen here. You see the same way Andrew out 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock a morning time. Hmm? That the determination and thirst we want in this general election. Every Jamaica Labour Party supporter, you know what I mean? We have that thirst in them to get out the people them to vote. You understand what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. And you have the PMP them a mad out. All Peter Bunting have Andrew a mad out. You hear me? Andrew and Peter Bunting a mad out. You understand what I mean? Peter Bunting confused when Andrew stop running South Manchester. Yeah, God Almighty. Hmm? When Andrew go man, and let me tell you something, man. The people them confused. When me say them confused, them confused. Me see Andrew Westmoreland yesterday and Hanover. Almighty God. Eh? All Westmoreland, gone green, gone green. You understand what I mean? PMP can't come back. Me no see PMP a come back in this general election. PMP can't come back. A dead PMP dead in the show. Me I tell you that. Me no see PMP are over um um me no see PMP are overthrow this a government here. Me no see them a take over no, me no see them again no 18 seats. You understand what I mean? Because they done under support. Even though me no believe done under support, because it, for ever since them about the PNP criminal organization. And from them group up with the RGR group of company, we know so them are style for some numbers there. You understand what I mean? But according to them, you understand what I mean, the two party is in a dead heat. You understand what I mean? Guys, let me tell you something. Last year, September, Mark Golding was ahead, by 9%. And in January, the 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 PMP and Mark Golding was ahead by 4.5%. And by May, June, Andrew cut down that to 2.7%. And by August here, Andrew cut it down again to 0.8%. So the PMP is 0.8% ahead of the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lawrence and the Jamaica Labour Party. And right now, if Don Anderson go back on the road right now to do an next poll, Andrew Michael Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party is 10 or 15% ahead right now. May I tell you, if Don Anderson to be if a man could just be honest and go back on the road, you understand what I mean? And do the poll over. Me positive say and Jamaica Lunes and the Jamaica Labour Party is 10% ahead in the poll. Because what I have been seeing on the ground, in a normal, in a normal, in a normal. Remember me tell you, what I have seen on the ground is not normal. Andrew Michael Holness is bringing the Jamaica Labour Party message across Jamaica in every nook, cranny, and corner of Jamaica, and the people are accepting the message to the point, to the point where, let me tell you something, comrades are changing and switching from the PMP over to the JLP. I am not seeing that and anywhere more Golden go. I am not seeing that. I am not seeing that. A matter of fact, listen to me. Nobody not even wants him out. Nobody no wants him out. And when the Gleaner going to talk about and the Don Anderson going to talk about the popularity and who more popular from who not popular. Let me tell you something. If Don Anderson should be honest, you understand what I mean? And Jamaica Holness is way more popular than Mark Golding. Up to the blind can see that. Up to the blind can see that. Up to the listen to me. Missy, Missy Andrew go up on the road. And when me look, Missy comrade a run like a thief. If you come hug Andrew and come take picture with Andrew. Eh? You tell me, go see no labor right? I run go take picture with Mark Golding. A matter of fact, if Mark Golding see a labor right, Mark Golding take the next side. Mark Golding take the next side if Mark Golding see a labor right. But Andrew is for everybody. Andrew is for everybody. Andrew hug everybody. Andrew shake everybody hand. You know what I mean? Andrew is just a people person. You understand what I mean? And we don't know how comes then Anderson come talk about um um favorability ratings and this it, Mark a catch up and catch up what? Yo, come on man. Come on man. Catch up on what? Eh? Catch up on what guys? They must be mad to guys, remember to like up the live, share the live, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you are new. Subscribe, like and share, guys. Like and share. Mark can't popular like Andrew, man, and will never popular like Andrew. And yo, and the thing that there is something um we are puzzling me, you know. I think that puzzle me really bad. Look how the PMP try to destroy Andrew, and look how Andrew rise. Look how Andrew prosper. Look how Andrew shine. Me can't understand it. Me can't understand it. Even tonight, even tonight, when they said they allow one question to ask, one question asked to each group. Sophia Bin asked about the Prime Minister statutory decoration and bank account or something. The PMP, you know, she said, then they something now work again. Me can't understand. The PMP, this is then there's something now work again. Then they sing them then now work again. Make no sense to ask. Andrew, Bono 28 bank account and no statutory decoration because the people them now vote for that. And I lie them a tell for the man. Lie them a tell for the man. The forensic auditor that they pay $30 million to in $30 million to. He's from Trinidad. The man investigate the prime minister for 6 months, and the man came back with a report. The man said, he not see nothing whatsoever at all to say Andrew was enriching himself. And not only that, the man said, man said he not see nothing of no 28 bank account. The man said he see 8 bank account. And Jamaica only have 8 bank account. You understand what I mean? But the the Integrity Commission put 20 more on it because they want to try and destroy the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. You understand what I mean? Why to God be the glory, great things they have done. That's that, me say it on the program many times, you know. Many times. You know what I mean? Nobody can tell me say Andrew not sent by God Almighty. You understand what I mean? To govern Jamaica and to fix Jamaica the way God wants Jamaica to be. And this is why this is why I said that. This is why I said that. I said what I said just now. You see, the Integrity Commission um um take the bribe, take the bribe from the PNP criminal organization. They have been paid off handsomely. You understand what I mean? To set up Andrew. You understand? And not certifying Andrew statutory decoration. You know what I mean? Yes, because the PNP believe, that Andrew would call election a long time ago, to the way how they set it up. They didn't expect Andrew to call election from February and March to how they set it up. You understand what I mean? Yes, they didn't expect Andrew to call an early election. But when they find out, say, God is on Andrew's side, eh? And you never take the bait. Thank God for Miss Kamika, who stand up for the Prime Minister also in the Integrity Commission. You understand what I mean? And that charge the Prime Minister. And the PMP them did not wait for enough. For Miss Kamika charge the Prime Minister for them to force the hands of the Prime Minister to call the election or resign. But let me tell you something, people. Till your Sunday morning, you see, if God is for you, who can be against you? All you need to do is to stay humble. You understand what I mean? And God will make your enemy fall right at your right hand. You understand what I mean? And you want to stay humble. You understand what I mean? And just watch you wicked them and do what them to do. But God not sleep. God wasn't sleeping. Andrew is more stronger today than any person within the PNP criminal organization. And he have overcome. He have overcome all the wickedness then with the PNP did a fling out at him. You understand what I mean? They say they spread some lies, some rumors, propaganda, misinformation about the Prime Minister. Hmm? Mighty God. Listen to me. Andrew, strong. Andrew, really, really strong. Andrew is one of the strongest man I have ever seen in real life. I have read about Job, you know, read about Job in the Bible, yeah. But to come across Andrew, man, he's the real one. Trust me. Every woman would want a man like Andrew. Every woman would want a man like Andrew. Since night, I was talking to myself. And I was saying to myself, look how me say me didn't want to be like my father. Hmm? But me change my mind. Me don't want to be me don't want to be no more like my father. Me want to be like Andrew Wallace. Eh? I want to be like Andrew Wallace. Man, our government is working. Andrew is working. Believe you me, Andrew is working. Nobody can deny the fact that Andrew is working. You know why the PNP criminal organization can't attack Andrew work? It's because Andrew simply work. You understand what I mean? So they are trying to get personal with Andrew, and get personal with his life, you know, our thing. But such is politics. Politics is dirty. It's a dirty sports. You know what I mean? It is a dirty sports. You know? Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Listen to me, man. Andrew, Andrew is something else. Andrew is something else. And if any one of us is following the politics, you know what I mean? And across our teeth and that our eyes. You understand? We will come to we will come to a conclusion that Andrew Michael Holness is the best Prime Minister Jamaica ever had. Hands down. And the question that I want to ask the PMP, why you not can't criticize Andrew work? Why you not have to get personal with Andrew? I'm asking that question from ever since. Why you don't want to tell me about Andrew House when Mark Golden have million of houses? Why you don't want to tell me about Andrew Finance when Mark Golden have money till Mark Golden hide it? Eh? Why you don't want to tell me about Andrew wife when Mark Golden have a wife when turn into house wife? Hmm? Me don't want to hear nothing about Mark Golden personal life. I don't want to hear nothing about Andrew Holness personal life. Tell me about the work. Tell me about the work. Is Andrew not working? Make your point. Make your case. And tell me what Andrew is not doing and what you're going to do. You understand what I mean? Yeah. Tell me about the work that the man is doing, man. And stop criticize the man. And stop talking about the man house and money. Eh? Stop talking about that. You understand what I mean? Me hear Damian Crawford on stage talking about the Prime Minister never born with gold spoon in their mouth. That no mean say if you got teeth it. Bright or harder. Me say anybody who want to lose their seat, who want to lose their seat at Damian Crawford. Damian Crawford. Me say more want him man lose his seat so till I mean no say man lose it, you know. Because there is no way the people them are going to vote back PMP in that the era there. After when they have an MP who only attend parliament 2 times for the 5 years. 2 times for the 5 years. What can go so you have an MP to represent you and only time that the man they go to parliament is 2 times? Almighty God, man. No, sir. The PMP no good. The PMP is no good, guys. No good. No good. And this man going to come and tell us that he's going to mash down every plan of this government here. And he's going to start all over again with team plan. Because according to him, the people them never vote him in to continue on the policies of the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace. But the people have voted for him to bring out his policies and the things that he wants to do. You know what I mean? Guys, let me tell you something. We better take sleep from our death. We better take sleep from our death. You know? Take sleep from our death. 4 more. Midnight. We better take sleep from our death, guys. Because this criminal organization, that call themselves PMP, is just coming to create another FINSA 2.0. Auntie Favor Williams did talk to us about it. She tell us about it. That the PMP want to come back in government to create another FINSA 2.0. You understand what I mean? When you look in the PMP missing festo and look how much billions of dollars these guys want to give away. Listen, let me tell you something. If they ever come in power, oh my God, me can't tell you what will happen. Because everything that they put in their missing festo, they might go want to bring it out. Whether the country have money, yes or no. They don't care. They don't care if the country have money, yes or no. Um, do you know that what the PMP have promised so far? What the PMP have promised so far, right? It actually surpassed what we have in our because we only have $6 billion in our NRI, and Mark Golden and the PMP criminal organization have promised more than that already. So if hard time or any disaster hit Jamaica, you know what's going to happen next. Hmm? We don't have any money to fall back on. None. And they're going to force us to go to the IMF. Hmm? They're going to force us to go to the IMF to borrow money again to send up our debt. Hmm? We can't do that. We can't do that, guys. And guys, those who can pray, those who can pray, let us continue to pray for the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. You know, let us continue to vote for the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness and the 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 Jamaica Labour Party. You know, let's continue to pray for him because he's doing a tremendous job. Tremendous job. You know, this man is taking care of the poor and the needy. You understand what I mean? The vulnerable groups in our country. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something, man. You think a little bit of people see the house them, but this some money I build for the poor people them in our country. Yeah, a little bit of people I see the houses them. A little bit. Yeah, just let us choose Jamaica. Okay? Just let us choose Jamaica and choose the Jamaica Labour Party. Hmm. Yeah, man. Guys, remember if you're new, welcome. Don't to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're on our way. On our way. Well, on our way. You know? Yeah, man. But the politics nice, guys. Believe you me, the politics nice. Why the world, some countries right now, you see, them a talk about Jamaica. Every chance they get, they're talking about Jamaica. Because election in some countries are not easy task. Are not easy task. Election in some countries, you know. But we have a country we show the world that we can have a disagreement in our politics. But at the end of the day, we come back together and we break bread together. You know what I mean? Go out early, early, guys. Please, may I beg you, please, may I beg you, anybody who have um anyone in their family, you know what I mean, who anybody that have anybody in their family who can vote and they say they're not voting, please, try to find a way to convince them and make them vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. You know? Mm-hmm. And you're the big man, yeah. Tell her, and you're the big man, and you're the boss. Let us choose Jamaica. Why the political campaign, political campaign, Mm. Right, guys, how it a look, how it a look, how it look in your side, guys? How it looking? How it looking? I want some feedback, I want some feedback. Guys, tell me how you guys side look in the election Sunday. Mm. Guys, all the politics going on in your ear. Francine, no, so we don't have to worry about Michelle Charles. We don't have to worry about Michelle Charles. You understand what I mean? All the people them need to do is to go out and vote because it's not like the government don't do a lot for St. Thomas of a whole. You understand what I mean? And the people them listen, the Prime Minister soon go up there still enough. Prime Minister soon go up there campaign. But I can't see for God's sake why the PMP or the people would really want to vote back PMP in you understand? Yeah man, we can't see it. We cannot see it. Why they would want to vote back the PMP. You know? Some of them people say PMP are some die-hearted dinosaur them.
Unit 1, Unit 2, early working mess. Early working mess.
Yes, guys. Guys, oi. Um, the Prime Minister go after 55 seats or the whole 63. Mm-hmm. One second, guys. Yeah. Guys, I mean, when I work with them last night, yesterday. Mm-hmm. Mm. Guys, the end the live now. So you guys have a great day. I check me guys, we're gonna go live later. I don't know what time yet, but we're gonna do one more live later. So guys, have a great day. See you back later. Later guys, have a great day.